Imagine this. Years of tapping, of mining, of believing in a vision. Millions of us, dedicated, patient. We've been told the promised land is coming, the open mainnet, the moment our digital efforts finally tangibly pay off. And now, it's here. June 28, 2025, the day millions of Pi coins are supposed to flood the open network. But for thousands, this isn't a celebration, it's a nightmare unfolding in real time. Wallets showing zero, migrations stuck in a digital purgatory, your hard-earned Pi simply gone. This isn't just a technical glitch, my friends. This is a crisis of trust, and it's happening right now just days before the biggest migration wave in Pi network history. What is going on, pioneers? For years, the crypto world has watched Pi network with a mix of fascination and skepticism. Born in 2019, it offered a revolutionary promise: mine cryptocurrency right from your phone, with minimal effort, minimal energy consumption. Fast forward to early 2025. The anticipation was palpable. After extensive testnet phases, the Pi Mainnet finally went live. This wasn't just a simple launch, it was heralded by the Horizon upgrade in May. This upgrade was supposed to be the game-changer robust validator-based consensus, integration of over 100 decentralized applications, dApps, and a staggering $100 million ecosystem fund to fuel future growth. It sounded like everything we'd been waiting for. To truly participate, to bring those patiently accumulated Pi coins from your app to the open network, you had to jump through a few hoops. A 5-step mainnet checklist, to be precise. It seems straightforward enough. Complete your KYC verification. Create a non-custodial Pi wallet via the PI browser. Select your token lockup configuration. Enable two-factor authentication for security. And finally, sign the official Pi token acknowledgement form. Once migrated, your tokens would be subject to a 14-day holding period. A reasonable measure, they said, to stabilize the network, prevent immediate dumping. A grace period was even extended until March 14, 2025 to give everyone ample time. But here's where the narrative shifts. Here's where the whispers of concern turn into a deafening roar of frustration. Because while millions thought they were prepared, the system itself was about to show its deep, festering cracks. What we're witnessing now, just days before this monumental June 28 migration wave, isn't a smooth rollout. It's a digital labyrinth, a frustrating maze of technical failures that's leaving thousands of users in utter despair. The forums are exploding. Reddit, X, YouTube comments sections, they're flooded with reports, wallets stuck in pending, balances mysteriously vanishing, Pi coins years in the making simply not showing up. And the most chilling part? Many users swear they followed the migration checklist precisely, every single step completed, only to see their progress reset without warning. And the Pi network support? Mostly silent. A ghost in the machine. Let's dive into the specifics of this unfolding disaster because honestly, understanding these issues is crucial to grasping the magnitude of the problem. First up, the infamous KYC conundrum. This is roadblock number 1 for countless pioneers. Step 9 of the migration process, passing the Know Your Customer check. Thousands are reporting that despite having passed KYC months ago, they remain in limbo. Their wallet balances show zero. Their migration status loops endlessly or just stalls. Their tokens, they never leave the app. We're talking about a tentative approval status for many. It's basically a digital purgatory where the system recognizes an attempted KYC, but just won't sync. It's not a rejection, but it's an impenetrable wall. As one fed-up user eloquently put it, "Give me the damn Pi, I've worked hard for 6 years, why this constant delay?" And while the official documents blame issues like poor photo quality or mismatched documents, the reality on the ground is that most of these current complaints are from users who already cleared those hurdles. They're stuck due to syncing errors, with absolutely no clear path to resolution. Some have tried workarounds, switching devices, reapplying, but honestly, success is just a roll of the dice. Then we move to the next nightmare, the two-factor authentication breakdown. Rolled out in March 2025, the two-factor authentication step was supposed to secure token transfers via email confirmation. A good idea in theory, right? But in practice, many users never receive the verification email, or they get links that are broken, expired, or just redirect to infuriating error screens. And here's the kicker. Some users even report that completing the two-factor authentication step causes their entire migration to reset. Their tokens are pushed back into the mobile app, forcing them to restart the entire excruciating process from scratch. Can you imagine the frustration? My Pi returned back to the app. I've already added the email address twice now, but nothing has changed, one Reddit post screams. Another, Pi got reverted on the last day, it's a disgrace. The silence from the Pi core team on this specific issue is deafening. They've vaguely stated two-factor authentication is being rolled out in phases, but that vague timeline and absence of direct support is fueling speculation. Are there deeper infrastructure delays at play? Are they truly prepared for this? And finally, the most gut-wrenching issue of all, the disappearing wallet balances. Even for those pioneers who somehow navigated the treacherous waters of KYC, completed the checklist, and successfully wrestled with two-factor authentication, there's still no guarantee. A growing number are reporting a truly horrifying outcome. They open their shiny new Pi wallet, ready to see their accumulated wealth, only to be met with zero. Nothing, nada, previously unlocked tokens gone. Some say the balance appeared momentarily, just a cruel flicker of hope, only to vanish minutes later. My transferable balance went to zero today, did not transfer to my wallet, one user shared. Same here, buddy, another replied, attaching a screenshot of their own empty wallet. It's a collective cry of disbelief and anger. Now the Pi core team hasn't given us a clear technical explanation for these balance errors, but the community developers, those folks working tirelessly on the periphery, they're definitely speculating. Some think it's back-end sync failures, others point to UI delays or even missed manual steps like transferring migrated tokens from the transaction history into the available wallet section. The ambiguity itself is a huge problem. And the timing? Well, it's just adding fuel to an already raging fire. Over the first 2 weeks of June 2025, Picoin's price has plummeted. We've seen it slip by a significant 4 to 5%, currently trading at roughly 60 to 64 cents. This actually marks a staggering 78% drop from its early year peak. This isn't just about a few bugs, it's about liquidity issues, internal wallet errors, and honestly, these problems are really harming broader trust in the entire project. Compounding this mistrust, there's the shadow of a particular whale wallet, one ending in ODM, reportedly holding over 276 million Pi tokens. Speculation is running wild that this wallet might be tied to insider liquidity management. While there's no confirmed link to the core team, the very existence of this speculation, especially amid these technical failures, reflects a rapidly eroding sense of confidence. Did you know the Pi core team holds approximately 100 billion Pi in Genesis wallets and another 20 billion split across 20,000 wallets with no public lockup information? That kind of centralized control, when things are going wrong, only deepens the cracks. Under this mounting scrutiny, the Pi core team has finally started publishing updates. Official channels, the Pi browser, social media, app notifications, are acknowledging problems with KYC verification, two-factor authentication errors, and wallet sync failures. They say technical fixes are in progress. But here's the catch. They also put the onus back on the users, emphasizing that we must ensure all prerequisites are fulfilled. Their recommended steps include rechecking the Mainnet checklist in the Pi browser again, verifying that two-factor authentication settings and email confirmation are completed even if they reset, clearing the Pi app cache or reinstalling it, the classic IT support line, updating to Pi app version 1.41.0, which they claim includes multiple backend patches. They even issued a special notice for Chinese users, where high rates of stuck migrations were reported. Apparently, after updating the app, Chinese users were asked to watch a compliance explainer video during login, and surprisingly, community feedback suggests this did help unstick some frozen balances and resolve pending two-factor authentication problems for many. A tiny glimmer of hope in a sea of despair. The burden, my friends, now lies squarely with the Pi core team. They have days, mere days, to restore functionality and, more importantly, user confidence. If they can fix these critical issues around KYC verification, two-factor authentication, and wallet synchronization in time, then maybe, just maybe, Pi Network can still deliver on its grand, ambitious promises. This isn't financial advice, and you should always do your own research. The crypto market is volatile and projects can fail, but what's happening with Pi Network right now is a critical moment. Keep your eyes peeled, pioneers. The next few days could define the future of Pi. I'll be here, watching, reporting, and hopefully bringing you better news. Stay safe out there.